Hey guys, Samuel's here with a brand new art video, and in this video you're getting 6 drawings for the price of 1. It's not something I normally do, but these girls are supposed to be seen together, so that's how I wanted to present the video. But anyway, this video was supposed to go up last week, but I had an epic meltdown with Premiere Pro. For some reason it just didn't do what I wanted it to do, so I'm back again trying to fix it. Hopefully it works. This video may never see the light of day, who knows, I don't know, but I thought I would just clear that up in case anyone was wondering if you do watch my videos, which the reality is probably nobody watches it, so I'm just talking to myself most of the time. But anyway, I thought I would take this opportunity to go over Procreate, my thoughts, my pros, my cons, my experience in the last 5 months, almost 5 months I believe. And yeah, I just thought I would kind of ramble on for a little bit, and if you don't want to listen to me, you can turn down the sound and put some music on. Alternatively, I'm gonna try and upload these to Instagram TV at some point, so you can check it out there. I don't know if anyone uses it, but I think it's a really cool thing. I wish I spent more time on it, but then I just get really distracted, so like I am now, rambling on about it. Anyway, in case you're wondering, if you do watch my videos every week, this sketch may look familiar, this drawing may look familiar, and that's because I used it for my sketchbook design in my last video. You should check that out. I put the sketching process in there. I cut the sketching process out of this video because it was in that video, so you should check that out. As I mentioned, I'm going to try and put these onto Instagram TV at some point, IGTV, so stay tuned for that. You should follow me on Instagram, quick plug, because I post there the most. That rhymes. It's the better social media to find me hanging out anyway. But yeah, so Procreate, it is a really good program for what you pay. It's fairly inexpensive. I think, I could be wrong, I think it's about $15 Australian. It could be less, it could be more, but I don't think it was that much. I will find out the price and I will put it across the screen if I can. So yeah, you get a lot of brushes. There's a lot of possibilities. You can go in and edit brushes, you can download other people's brushes. It's essentially like a smaller version of Photoshop in an iPad format, I guess, if that makes much sense. I don't use Photoshop too much. My preferred program on PC is Clip Studio Paint. I am drawing on a basic iPad, the 9.7 inch. It's only a 32GB, so it's not as powerful as a Pro, but it is good for working smaller sizes, like on a smaller canvas. My first con is that the bigger you work, the less layers you get, and I'm a person who loves to work with layers. So I've had to work out a really good canvas size that gives me multiple layers, but also allows me to draw and not like fit a picture onto it. I found that my current sketchbook size is really good for that. These were all done on a 8x5 inch canvas by 5.5 inch canvas. So yeah, that's a really good size. I get about 42 layers out of that. Most of it is really good. I really love it. It has a lot of, it's always adding. So recently they've got the resize, not recrop, but cropping tool, which is really handy. I personally don't crop canvases too much. I also don't resize them too much. But I think it's good if you're not sure what size you want to do, and you can play around with it when you go into it and then resize it, I guess. Like if you want to make it bigger, it'll show you the layer information, how many layers you're going to get. So that's really nifty to have if you're someone who likes working, say, on a smaller canvas and then you increase the size of your image later on. The other con that I had with it was the cutting and pasting tool and then resizing things. That gets a little funny. The picture so say if you want to copy an eye and flip it, it gets a little fuzzy if you try to enlarge it. That's something to keep in mind. I only do that in the sketching phase. I don't do that in the line art phase because of the fuzziness. It will ruin your line art. It artifacts it a little bit, makes it a little bit more hazy. It's really frustrating. I hope they fix that, because that is something that I like to use quite a bit, the cutting, pasting, resizing tool. But that's pretty much it for the cons. I think overall it's a really nice balanced program. There are a lot of layer options like overlays, multiplies. I don't know what they're called. Are they called like layer effects? I think they're called layer effects, but they're really cool. I think it just got clipping masks, which is really handy, especially for like cell shading. Like when I do something like this again, cell shading will be really great. And yeah, I don't think there's anything bad to say about Procreate. I think it's a really nice, well-rounded program. I think it's a really good program for beginners, if you're wanting to delve into digital art. I also think the iPad and the Apple Pencil is a really good combo as well, because it feels like you're drawing on a piece of paper. If you have a matte screen protector, you should get a matte screen protector. If you'd like me to go over the iPad a little bit more, I'm happy to do so. I can do a video on that. If you are interested, please let me know. There was a bit of a disconnect in the beginning because I'm not used to drawing digitally this way, and I did struggle for a little while. I didn't think I was going to like the iPad, but after a while and a few exercises, I kind of got the hang of things. I mostly started out taking photos of traditional drawings I did in my sketchbook and then playing around with them in Procreate. So if I didn't like how they turned out, no harm, no foul. So I think that's something to keep in mind if you want to play around with it. Apart from that, I'm with my art at the moment, I'm struggling a little bit, so I haven't really been able to draw. It's probably a good thing that this video is a little bit late. It means that I don't have to make a video for next Monday. So, but the following Monday, while I'm recording this voiceover. Hopefully I can fix this video so it goes up. But there's not really much I can say about Procreate. I think there are a lot of really good resources out there on YouTube and on the internet, on Instagram and places like that. If you see an artist do a technique that you like, ask them. Don't be afraid to ask. It's really, really handy to know. I learned how to streamline my lines through an artist called Lobster Squirrel on Instagram. They have a YouTube channel and it's really handy streamlining, especially with big lines, so like a leg line or an arm line. It's really nice and fluid, and I don't have to keep making like short quick lines to try and make them look nice and neat. I'm really a stickler for nice clean line art. And just shapes in general. I hate sometimes they look bumpy and I can't look at them. But I didn't learn streamlining until like this, after I started doing the inking for my first picture. And then after that I redid the line art because I was like, I'm gonna attempt to do this with nice clean lines. My favorite pen to use for inking is the technical pen, and I use that for everything, for line art, for cell shading, for everything. I like the airbrush tools. They're really nice, and the gouache brush. I'm not a fan of the blending, the smudging tool. I just haven't really got the hang of it. I think I'm slowly getting there, but yeah, I think that their thing, like, you've just got to play around with it, find what works for you, look at other artists, see what they're doing, ask them what they're doing, because most of the time artists are generally happy to help you out if you ask politely, and if they have already answered the question, they'll point you in the right direction of where to find the answer. And they're a great tutorials out there on YouTube. I found a really good artist who was really helpful on YouTube just by typing in how to use Procreate. I'll list him down in the description below because I can't remember his name, but he's really good. His art is pretty awesome, and it was really helpful. It helps me quite a bit. It helped me get that confidence that I needed, because I wasn't feeling very confident with this program. And yeah, it helps to look at things. Don't be afraid to seek out help if you're not understanding how something doesn't, like, if you don't understand how something doesn't work. There are plenty of great resources out there for everything. You know, YouTube, DeviantArt. I wouldn't suggest DeviantArt so much anymore, but YouTube is great. Great resource. I've heard of things like Skillshare and things being great. I've never used them. I try to find it on YouTube first, and if I can't, I'll look elsewhere. Other artists are really, like I said, artists can be really helpful and really nice if you ask them nicely what brushes they use. They might have a list somewhere on a website or something that they can help you out with. And yeah. We're getting close to the end of this video, so let me quickly talk about these. These are a set of stickers that I'm hoping will go on sale in the new year. I've had a little bit of drama with them. I was going to open my shop up before I went before Christmas, but I got sick when I came back, and I just haven't had time to do anything. But I've made a bunch of badges of these girls too, so expect them in the new year. If you like the lineup for these girls, I do have a digital colouring book that is now up on my store Envy. You can check that down in the description below. You can also get prints of these girls on my Redbubble store. I'll leave that down in the description below. I don't have plans to put these on anything else because they're only really small. I think Procreate is really good for sticker design. I think that's what I'm going to do all my stickers on from now on, because it's just so easy. I can sit down, I can watch some telly, I can cel shade. I'm getting quicker at it. I'm still a little bit slow, but yeah, if you want to get a colouring book of the line art, it is in a PDF format, but I can post it, I can email it to you in a number of formats if you'd like Photoshop and things like that. So I'll leave the link down to my store Envy below. If you want to stay up to date with art or anything like that, or like works in progress, just anything in general, you should check out Instagram. That's where you'll find me the most, because I love Instagram. I wish it was a better format. And the recent Tumblr downfall has been a bit depressing. I don't really have a massive following on there, but I have had some kind of success with some of my art over there, so I'm really bummed about that, but I think I'll keep posting. I haven't been flagged for anything, so I'm okay with that. But this is the last drawing, so I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. I hope you like these girls. I had a lot of fun drawing these and coming up with their designs and like little traits and trying to make them all a little bit cohesive. I think my alien girl falls a little bit flat, but she's actually my favorite one out of the bunch. And the first one, Tansy the vampire. I like them all. I think they all turned out better than I anticipated them to. And yeah, I hope you do like them too. If you have any more questions about Procreate, or if there's anything you want to know, please feel free to ask. And thanks for watching, guys. If you do watch this video, I hope you found it helpful. I'd love to do more of an in-depth video at some point in time, but for now, this is just like my word vomit and my thoughts and all I can tell you in a video. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say about Procreate. I think it's a really good program for the price. I think you get a lot of stuff. And they keep adding as time goes on, and I think they'll continue to add, and I think that's really great. You need a program to evolve and grow, and Procreate is a really good program when it comes to evolving and growing, and it's a lot better than it was when I had it when I first got it 5 months ago. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like I said, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, subscribe. I post every Monday, at least I try to anyway. But it is getting a little bit harder now. It's the holidays. So, yeah, I can't thank you enough for watching again. I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye.